Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 3 and our final part of atheism. You can go to www.conservapedia.com, atheism, right here. Click more info below the video or to the right of the video over here, and you can click the link and it'll take you right there. Okay, let's cover part 3, and we left off talking about atheists in America and charity, and these groups tracked how much atheists give to charity. And it says right here, the typical no-faith American donated just $200 in 2006, which is more than 7 times less than the amount contributed by the prototypical active faith adult, $1,500. Even when church-based giving is subtracted from the equation, active faith adults donated twice as many dollars last year as did atheists and agnostics. In fact, while just 7% of active faith adults failed to contribute any personal funds in 2006, that compares with 22% among the no-faith adults. Now, let's go down here. ABC News had a report, and ABC News is in the United States. ABC News reported the following in respect to atheism, quote, "The single biggest predictor of whether someone will be charitable is their religious participation. Religious people are more likely to give to charity, and when they give more money, 4 times as much. And Arthur Brooks told me that giving goes beyond their own religious organization. Actually, the truth is that they're giving to more than their churches," he says. "The religious Americans are more likely to give to every kind of cause and charity, including explicitly non-religious charities." Interesting. Let's end this video with atheism and immoral views. Atheism and immoral views. And by the way, you could read this at conservapedia.com/atheism. The Barna Group found regarding atheism and morality that those who hold the worldviews of atheism or agnosticism in America were more likely than theists in America to look upon the following behaviors as more acceptable: illegal drug use, excessive drinking, sexual relationships outside of marriage, abortion, cohabitating with someone of opposite sex outside of marriage, obscene language, gambling, pornography, and obscene sexual behavior, and engaging in homosexuality, bisexuality. Given the many diseases associated with homosexuality, the Bible prohibition against homosexuality is quite arguably one of the many examples where the Bible exhibited knowledge that was ahead of its time. Although Western atheists generally subscribe to the evolutionary paradigm, there is a conflict between the evolutionary paradigm and Western atheists often having favorable views toward homosexuality. In 1993, Professor Myron Barron, MD, the renowned medical researcher and professor at Columbia University, wrote in the British Medical Journal, "From an evolutionary perspective, genetically determined homosexuality would have become extinct long ago because of reduced reproduction." Okay, we can go here and let's go to atheism and miracles. I have a little more time. In relation to atheism and miracles, modern scholars are divided on the issue whether or not David Hume was an atheist. With that caveat in mind, Hume is well known for arguing that it is always more probable that the testimony of a miracle is false than that the miracle occurred. Christian apologists William Lane Craig, Norman Geisler, C.S. Lewis, J.P. Holding, and others have shown the inadequacy and unreasonableness of Hume's position regarding miracles. Now, I'm going to cover this, and then we'll end it here, right there. Atheism and mental physical health. It says here, there is considerable amount of scientific evidence that suggests that theism is more conducive to mental and physical health than atheism. The prestigious Mayo Clinic reported the following in December 11, 2001. This is interesting. The Mayo Clinic said this. It says, in an article published in this issue of the Mayo Clinic Proceedings, researchers reviewed published studies, meta-analysis, systematic reviews, and subject reviews that examine the association between religious involvement and spirituality and physical health, mental health, health-related quality of life, and other health outcomes. And look what they found. The authors report a majority of the nearly 350 studies of physical health and 850 studies of mental health that have used religious and spiritual variables have found that religious involvement and spirituality are associated with better health outcomes. Interesting. In regards to data that relates to mental health and atheism, in December of 2003, the University of Warwick reported the following, quote, Dr. Stephen Joseph from the University of Warwick said, quote, religious people seem to have a greater purpose in life, which is why they are happier. Looking at the research evidence, it seems that those who celebrate the Christian meaning of Christmas are on the whole likely to be happier. That is interesting. Duke University has established the Center for Spirituality, Theology, and Health. The Duke University Center for Spirituality, Theology, and Health is based in the Center for Aging at Duke and gives opportunities for scholarly disciplinary conversation and the development of collaborative research projects. And here's what they said. In respect to the atheism and mental and physical health, the center offers many studies which suggest that theism is more beneficial than atheism. The Christian group Teen Challenge reported the following, quote, Teen Challenge claims of a 70% cure rate for the drug addicts graduating from their program attracted the attention of the United States federal government in 1973. Most secular drug rehab programs only experienced a cure rate of 1 to 15%, yet they were experiencing a cure rate of 70%. The National Institute on Drug Abuse, NIDA, part of the U.S. Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, funded the first year of this study to evaluate the long-term results of the Teen Challenge program. Teen Challenge has a number of studies that indicate the high effectiveness of their drug treatment program compared to other programs. It says, trying to explain what caused, oh, by the way, I skipped. Currently, there's an ongoing debate regarding whether atheism was a causal factor for Friedrich Nietzsche's insanity. And there he is right here. Or whether it was caused strictly by disease. An article published on the Hong Kong Baptist University website offers the following regarding the cause of Friedrich Nietzsche's insanity. Trying to explain what causes insanity can only be a matter of speculation. Some people believe it was a result of physical illness. Others interpret his suffering as that of a true prophet, almost as if he was accepting the punishment on behalf of those who cannot see mankind's tendency towards self-destruction so clearly. Now, if you go on here, and I'm going to let you read this article because we're running out of time. There is a link also between atheism and suicide. You can read the studies there. Sigmund Freud's view of religion, atheism and deception. You can read that. Modern proponents of atheism and deception, evolutionary position gradually losing public support. Now in the United States, the majority of people believe that evolution is an error. And I remember hearing that also on the news, that the majority of people believe evolution is an error. Decline of atheism and as an intellectual position. Let's keep going. Reasonable explanations of atheism. Atheism and the existence of evil. Very interesting. You got to read that. Atheism and foundation of modern science. Now modern science with DNA and what we see with the electron microscope, it's looking more and more that evolution is declining. Atheism and debate. You can go through all this. Richard Dawkins. You could read different things that Richard Dawkins, he lost a debate to a rabbi and then claimed the debate never took place. You've got to read this, where Richard Dawkins lost a debate. So check it out, guys. There's a link, conservapedia.com/atheism. Let's get this video out there. Click share below and save this to your favorites. Thanks.